This video is about my first locals experience coming back to the game. Somebody stole my deck box at a regionals, and I was really upset. I took a break from the game, and I thought I lost it. I lost all semblance of skill. This is my first locals experience. There are some live duels in here, which I think are like the meat and potatoes of the video. In the beginning, there's gonna be like an unboxing video, but it's like an unpackaging video. From Andre. Appreciate you gave me he delivered me the bulk of the deck that I needed. I sent him a list. He said, "This is what I got for you." And appreciate you as well, Andrew, for giving me the small bits and pieces that I was missing, the one-ofs that nobody could find. I really appreciate you for that, and everybody else who did contribute as well. Because there are some live videos here, like there's some live duels. Remember, these are real life people. These are people friends I converse with, and this is the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So if you have any harsh comments, stop. I know my viewership is really low, and people commenting probably there's probably going to be no comments. But the ones who do comment, I'd really appreciate you if you just be courteous and mindful that these are real people. There's you don't know anything about them. There's nothing that should be said that is about there's nothing too negative that should be said. If you're gonna drop some criticism, be constructive with it. You can say anything bad as you want, as long as it's constructive and something can be taken from it to improve on. I really appreciate you guys for viewing, and let's get on with the video. One more thing at the end for you guys who really do care, if you guys do end up watching the video to the very end, I would put a deck list video out. Not too much. I'll give some explanation. If you guys have any comments, I'll try to answer them in the comments. And if you guys if somehow this gets the traction way more than I'm actually thinking of, I'll make some shorts about some plays and some lines. Again, my channel it's useful YGO. It's harder to do it now in this current landscape of the game. But prior to, the reason why I built the reason why I made this YouTube channel was to showcase decks that people have no eyes on, that actually have who can actually fight their way in the meta, fight for a spot in the meta as a rogue deck or something along those lines. Basically, me showing people that, hey, these things are useful. You can play these things. If you look at all of my old videos, I have little to no shorts. I have 2 shorts probably, but if you look at my old videos, they're these janky decks or stuff like that, or me trying to bring things back into the limelight. I'm trying to let people know, hey, this is useful. It's useful. That's the name of my channel. It's Useful YGO. And hopefully my spark of innovation reignites, and I can get more into that, and that's what really makes me enjoy the game a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. I'll see you at the end of it with the deck list. It's mail day. All right, so as you guys know, I took a break from the game, but let's crack this fucker open and see what we got in the mail. I know who this is from. This is from my friend Andre. Andre holds it down. He's probably one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh merchants I've known since living in New York for as long as I've lived there. Now, we'll get as we're cracking this open, we'll get more into it. Let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh merchants and the front-facing side, not just the online persona, because a lot of people get mixed up with that. And I think what really makes a good a good trader, a good Yu-Gi-Oh trader, is somebody who, oh, this is fucking beautiful. Somebody who you see how this is packaged, bro, there's not a single crimp. I love it. Now, I've never ordered cards from Andre until just now, some time ago. So everything else has always been face to face, and he's always held it down. I remember one time, he just wanted a few high rarity cards from me that I weren't using, and he'd be and I wanted a voiceless core from him for somebody else. Now it was I want to say right at the peak of voiceless, not the very peak, but a little bit after Phantom Nightmare dropped, and what's the name? The cards are going for a pretty penny. I think it was 200 for, it was 220, something like that for a core. It was crazy. Or just for the main pieces. It was so weird. And we came to a really good deal. Oh fuck, these are so beautiful. Oh my god. Now, so with that being said, he's amazing, and then there's times where I've asked him for some cards, and then he has a lot going on. He does a lot of things. And there's times where, like, he'd be like, listen, I know you asked for these cards. Unfortunately, I can't, like, I'm not going to be around where you are for some time. So in the meantime, like, is there anything else you want? Because, like, by that time, you probably had recouped everything already. And like, I love that transparency. Hello. So game one, my opponent didn't want to be recorded. You got to respect it. When I record in any space, no matter if it's public or private, you have to ask people for permission. Even if it's a public place you can record, it's still, people like to feel safe in that environment. Be respectful. So I asked people before the tournament, hey, is it okay if I record? A majority of them said yes. And even when I sit down, I still ask again just to make sure. Maybe somebody changed maybe somebody changed their mind, maybe somebody gets a bad vibe. Respect it. Always respect your people. This is people you sit down and play with. You don't want somebody up in the switch on you. Anyways, with that being said, game one, my opponent was on Ignister. He goes, I meet you, reveal 2300 attack Link monster, and search an Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck. And if you don't summon that Link monster this turn, you take 2300 attack. He reveals Heat Soul, and he searches Ichichi. He summons Ichichi. I'm like, okay, I can try to fish out any hand trap negates or anything like that he has in his hand now, right? Cool, no problem. He still has 5. I ash him. He goes, that's fine, right? Doesn't stop it or anything. He goes into, which means he might. In my mind, I'm like, either he already has other bodies in his hand already, or he just doesn't have anything to stop my ash. Cool. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to ash the infant, and he has the stops there. So I'm like, all right, let me do it here now. Then he goes to infant. I orange light him, right? Cool. He passes there. 2 negates, passes there. And since he didn't summon a Heat Soul, he takes 2300 attack. I ostinato or whatever I did, but I didn't need a full combo. I just hit him with 6,000 attack because he took 2300 already, and that was the end of game one. Okay, so game two was kind of crazy. My opponent opens the same way. I meet you to reveal Heat Soul, search Ichichi. He summons Ichichi. I try to ash him again. He goes, I don't care. I'm like, all right, whatever. He goes, baby, summon infant. I go Imperm. He goes, did I tell you I don't care? And he keeps playing, plays through both of them, but he doesn't special summon the Heat Soul, so he does take the 2300 damage, no problem. And then on my turn, I go Ostinato. He goes, okay. He goes, sure, let it resolve. Send Tam Tam and what's the name? Soprana. Summon my Baka. Chainlink 1 Baka, Chainlink 2 Tam Tam, because it is an activated effect. Yes, if this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can target one Melodious monster. It loses 500 attack, and if it does, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. So it goes on a stack, right? So no problem. He takes the 500. Effect special summon from deck. Summon. Called Refrain. He goes Ash. I'm like, okay, cross out. He goes, dang, whatever. Right now, let me tell you something about this. It wasn't, the first duel wasn't recorded because he didn't want to be recorded. Now, what happened was he actually tries to ash my Baka, but I tell him, hey, it can't be negated. The activated effects can't be negated, so ash will do nothing. And he'll be like, oh, I wasted an ash. I'm like, no, bro, you can take it back. You can take it back. But I am going to be honest with you. I have a cross out. So by the time you ash, if you do ash, I'm negating it. But you can also try to wait till later in the tournament. Hopefully later in the round, later in the turn, hopefully I discard it. And he was like, nah, I'm going to hold it. That's all right, no problem. So he tries to ash this. I'm like, all right, cross out, whatever. Search Couplet. Couplet effects special summon from my graveyard. Summon Soprano effect. Add back Tam Tam. Scale Couplet. Couplet effect search. Concerto effect. Fuse. So mind you, he burned 500 from this. I fuse. Bring out Shiberta. On a new chain called Viscous Rescaled. Sorry, I did not use Couplet. I used Refrain, right? This gets rescaled. Effect target to burn 500, right? He burned 500 again. Activate effect to dump. I think I dump another Soprano here, right? No problem. And he goes, all right, that's fine. You can dump the Soprano, right? And then I go, boom, effective fuse of Soprano. Summon my Bloom Diva. And on a new chain, effect to Monster Reborn, I'll target my Soprano. And then I go Concerto, effect to the draw. So he goes, sure, no problem. Put it at the bottom. I draw Shapina and call. Oh, why am I put this upside down? I draw Shapina. This gets brought back. I Pendulum Summon, activate effect, add back to hand my Tam Tam. And then I normal summon Tam Tam here. Because I never normal summon. And what happens is I go from here, effective fuse again. 1, 2, 3. Summon Etoll. Now I just used Tam Tam 3 times. First time off of Ostinato, second time off of Concerto, third time off of Soprano. He burned 500 3 times, right? Boom, go into battle. So when I use the Tam Tam here, I target my Bloom Diva. He loses it by 500, so it's at 500 attack now, right? I go into battle, attack his big boy, his 6K big boy, right? And what it does is it checks the difference between attack and it inflicts the damage to your opponent. So he had a 6,000 attack monster. This is now 500. He'll take 5,500. He takes 5,500 attack, and he's like, okay, no problem. And I was like, effect to destroy. It does activate because I'm letting you know it activates. And do you have anything here? I think he had a set card, and he was like, nah, I don't have anything. But I'm like, it activates to destroy, and he's like, okay, it can't be destroyed. I'm like, that's not the problem. You're dying because you're gonna take damage first, and then it destroys the monster. I mean, you take damage first. He goes, okay, can't be destroyed. I don't care about that. I said, do you have anything to activate? Because you're gonna die here. He's like, how? Can it attack multiple times? I'm like, no, but you die here. He's like, I don't see how. I said, dude, you didn't summon Hiso. He goes, yes. So I lost 2,300. I said, yes. I used Tam Tam 3 times. He goes, 3 times? I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah. So what? I'm like 500, 500, 500. That puts you at 3,800 damage you take, correct? Yes. Then you just took 55. He goes, yes. Bro, that is like 91 damage, bro. 55 is so 500. So he took 38, right? Boom, that's 88. That's 91 damage. He goes, oh, I'm dead. I'm like, yes. Bro, I was so scared this duel because I thought I was gonna have to go into Underworld Goddess, and if I went to Underworld Goddess, I would lose my recursion from Couplet to re-add back Concerto. I'd lose a lot. Yeah, it's a big body, but it's only 3K. If he can make a 6K body, he can make Dark Fluid. He can make whatever you want. But that was the crazy thing I did, and I was like, yo, I'm just looping Tam Tam. Boom, boom, boom. People play Tam Tam in main to search polymerization. I don't play polymerization. I think it's a brick because you have Concerto that does the exact same thing that can also be searched. But that was crazy, and I was just hoping he didn't dip me. That's the reason why I played these. And I think he had a trap engrave, or he had something engraved. I think it was Lingaribo. He had something engraved that was gonna that I think was gonna protect his board or something along those lines. So I was like, let me just play it. Let me just put Shiberta anyway. And hitting him with this, this is the craziest thing, bro. Craziest way to win. You're dying.
Thank you.
It's not.
Nine.
He rolled a 10 earlier, and I got an 8. You may pick.
I will go first.
No problem. Good to you as well. Somebody died just rolled to the back of the map.
Yes, my die went that way. I will deal with it later.
Got you.
Okay, so I got.
The one into the unknown?
Alright, stand by main.
Yes.
Normal summon Snake Eye Ash effect. Response? Imperm. Sure.
Go see.
Set 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Draw.
Alright,
Standby.
6 random.
Main.
Draw 2.
First movement solo. Summon from my deck. Oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You actually control a card. So you can't
Punch
do
Dweller?
Summon. Effect when summoned to search from my deck.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
Search. Anything
Result
here.
roll.
And I have maps.
Call by draw.
And then these 2 are going to be shuffled.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get the fall.
So, sorry, the way it'll resolve is... No, I have nothing for that anyway, so it'll resolve that way. Scale. Activate effect to search for a Melodious spell.
Yeah, sure. Also, your thing was facing.
So,
Yeah, what?
map.
My deck, yeah. I peeped that. I looked at it, I was like, damn, I need to search. Need to grab it anyway.
Okay, so map.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
Concerto. Anything on res?
No.
Concerto effective use.
Yeah.
Right?
Baka.
Yeah.
And then they'll both place themselves back in scale.
Chain link 1, summon from deck, chain link 2, chain link 3 to scale.
Yeah.
Doom. Doom, this is engraved.
It was on the floor.
I guess I'm going to have to just play without it then.
It was on the floor.
Yeah.
Am I dead?
I'm trying to. Activate effect to target to boost attack and dump.
Sure.
No, it's really nice.
I'll add 1 resonator.
That also means I
What I do hate is that the statue button.
Stand. Activate effect target, add back to my hand.
So bad.
And I like it came in the deck. I was like, fuck. I can.
Remember? I came back to
Jack is in the
all day. Everybody like laughed at the statue now. I was like,
Oh yeah, I think it was here for that.
Yeah, it was there.
I was just like, shit. They pretty much hit me with the statue.
there's one still coming in. Not all of them.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Link, activate effect to send to special summon 2 from my deck. That's Chain Link 1, and then Chain Link 2. So Chain Link 2, target a Melodious monster in my graveyard, add a special summon it. Chain Link 3, because a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard.
Put it back, draw a card?
Yep.
Yeah, I experimented with this deck.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you know. Boom, this
Yeah.
goes to the bottom.
Dude, I still remember
This is my top deck.
Whip.
That's crazy.
Then I summon 2.
But yeah, I still remember Chris's reaction when I activated Orange Light in this deck. Oh, it's like, these guys are fairies?
Yes, it's so free. Summon.
That shit lives rent free in my head. It's crazy.
I remember when Parker thought they were spellcasters.
Why?
No, cut for me. Cut for me.
No problem. I mean, if you're going back in your dash, please.
I had a draw, remember?
Yeah. Oh, that's a draw.
Draw. Alright. And then on new chain effect when it's summoned, targeting a Melodious monster in my graveyard.
Isn't this a when?
Oh, you're right. It was
Yeah.
Chain Link 2. That was Chain Link.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That was no. Chain Link 1, right? And I discarded for cost, remember? And then Chain Link 2 to Monster Reborn, Chain Link 3 to draw. So rewind it backwards, that was the last thing that happened.
The draw is the last thing that happened.
No, that's Chain Link 3. Because it's chain block. Remember? I did it backwards, doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. So right here was a really weird situation. So later there's a part in the video I actually clipped to save time in the video where I explained what happened like after the duel to him. So what happened was I did the chain correctly. I just didn't resolve it correctly. Cause like, you know, first, like, you know, I'm coming back to duels, like literally my second opponent since like, you know, a good hiatus. So what happened was I did the chain correctly. I summoned Bloom Diva, effect discard for cost, Chain Link 2, Baka to Monster Reborn, Chain Link 3, draw a card. I did it correctly. I just resolved it backwards for some reason. I don't understand. I don't know why I did it. But yeah, and I also, like, you know, from there, I just got frazzle-brained, I guess. The plan was, even if I did do it the wrong way, I was supposed to use Shapina to add 1 back to my hand. I think I could have killed him if I did that, but I wasn't really thinking. I could have Shapina added 1 back to hand, and then Soprano add 1 back to hand. I would have had 2 more bodies in my hand, then I'd been able to can still fuse and Pendulum Summon, make a bigger body, probably kill him, but he was like, yeah, I have nothing anyway. You going first?
Yes, I'm going first.
Why?
What the fuck is this hand?
You thinking, what the fuck is this hand? My hand is barely playable.
So is mine, I'm gonna be real.
Oh, no fucking way. Draw.
Yeah.
Standby. Main. Normal summon effective search.
Sure.
Draw. Thinking. Thinking, that's a good draw.
Oh,
That is fine. Let me see your hand.
Well, what do you want?
Get that shit out of here, bro. Get that shit out of here.
I tried.
Get that shit out of here. Scale.
Yeah.
So you know what's wild? I sided 1 out and I drew 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, let me think. To fuse.
Am I just dead? I'm probably just dead.
If you don't die now, I'm gonna try to lock you down for next turn.
You know what? Get GG's.
Okay, you don't want to play it out?
Nah.
Okay.
I was just gonna ask, do you want to play another game?
We can play another game. This is
Hell yeah.
So I was like, if you have any type of forward engine after this, I lose. I only had this and this. This is the only thing I had. I've decided out.
Good luck.
Good luck to you as well.
7.
6.
I will start.
Okay. So my opponent here had a crazy deck idea. I know the idea had been floating around when Snake Eye first dropped. It was Snake Eye Voltile. Like, you know, kind of the same concept, but of course his deck is more limited because there's no Appaloosa and no Savage. But essentially, like, what he ended up doing to his next opponent was kind of crazy. His opponent was Salad. You know how it is, 2 board breakers, like, you know, on your turn, plus an Omni Negate and protection. Kind of crazy. And, like, you know, in a million hand traps. But what he ended up doing against him was kind of crazy. He modulates the level for Snake Eye, Ash, and Poplar on the board to level 6 to summon Lars, and then still has the trap set. And I think he played through a hand trap or two. And his opponent goes, his opponent has now 4 cards in his hand because he played through 2 hand traps, and then he goes, yeah, okay, summon Lars, negate, no problem. He's like, oh, it's only 1 negate though. Okay, cool. Trap on trap on draw phase to summon another Lars. I'm like, this is ridiculous as like a deck concept. Like, yo, this is wild. And I just really want to know like how he would I wonder, could he do anything else? Can he do anything else extra? And I was telling him after I looked at the deck, hey man, triple up on OSS because you need that consistency. If you had OSS, if you drew a OSS in any part of our duel, you probably would have been able to play better and play longer. So in this situation here, I wasn't trying to be a jerk when I said, oh, I had combo anyway. What I was saying, like, I could play through. I just really didn't want to waste any too much time because he has a Lars on board. Hypothetically, say he doesn't have an Ash Blossom in his hand, right? So the issue was, boom, I just send Reframe to the graveyard and then activate the effect of Baka to search. I mean, special summon. He goes, oh no, see, I'll Lars this, no problem. Go into Gravity Controller, bring back Reframe from the graveyard. Reframe effect, search, couplet, special summon Soprano. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm back to where I was at before, just with 1 extra body. So honestly, truthfully, it didn't really matter if he negated it here or not. I was just trying to, get it out the way. I wasn't trying to be a jerk when I was like, oh, I had it anyway. I wasn't. That's just the nature of the game.
But yeah, this evil engine is so small, yet for some reason I keep drawing into it.
I see.
It's 3 Mega Chi, 2 Leos, and then 3 of the trap.
That's smart. 3 trap. Wait, why? Once you do it the first time, it's dead.
The trap is not once per turn.
German card. It was a Sky Striker.
I think you should play it. I can be one of those.
But how many XEs do you have?
5 total.
Yeah, actually, I have a photo.
Yes.
So you know what I can do? Yeah. So what I can do is trap, bring out Lars, detach, trap again.
Oh, you get Lars again? That's crazy.
I could get Lars again, or I could get Dolka.
Dolka's good, but they like I don't like how the green one the level. I have Solda. I've played Solda in my.
I don't like Solda.
But I have an ulti, so I have to play effective fuse.
Yeah, I'll just show off like a small part of my action if you want.
You're good.
It's just like, look at this.
Oh, that's not bad. That's actually really good.
It lets you be flexible too.
True.
Shiberta, sure.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2.
Yeah. The great fucking gone.
Pendulum Summon?
Sure.
He wants that.
Andrew got it.
Which one?
Other Andrew.
This is the fucking add Ash Blossom in hands.
I don't have an allied Vortex Dragon.
Yeah, I remember you.
So I took out my absolute as well.
Yeah.
So I can't even do what I want to do. I can't even overlay. I don't know why I did all this. So I can't even do anything. Huh? Yeah, bro. I was about to go into Allied's Vortex Dragon, but I took out my absolute because I didn't have Vortex yet.
Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, the blue eyes works against Rage. You can't destroy Andrew.
Oh, you
Effective fuse.
Visual Beast today, right?
Actually, I don't.
I sold that. That's like $200. That's just $200, and I paid like 15, 50, like 50 something like that for it. Barely even that.
I was about to sell out Tempo at that time. Joe was like, no, don't sell it.
Yeah, Tempo is always going to be good until they absolutely kill it. So, Chain Link. So, Chainlink 1 to Monster Reborn.
Charge of the 1.
Chainlink 2, put it at the bottom of my deck to draw.
Charge of the 1.
Challenger 1 goes crazy.
I mean, that's all it goes.
101, just play Match Dragon.
Yo, that's what they're playing on OCG.
Rocket Tracer. Quick launch off the deck.
Phoenix would win more. He could probably kill me before that.
That works too.
I'll wait for that to happen.
What was it you're trying to do to us? The 5K.
Do I have to add it? Do I have to add
He
it?
would send it to the
This gets Monster
hand.
Reborn. I'm gonna draw. This I already used the effect to add back already. It's 1%. Thank you. This is nasty. This is nasty. Add the effect to add back to my hand. Sure.
He said, damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's not just everything.
This is nasty.
It's not just everything.
Harmonist, sure.
Send Ava. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I thought that it was nasty.
We finding cracks and failings.
That's what the draw engine is for. On a new chain activate effect.
Thinking.
I think the two decks I played the most is
I still have to banish for cost.
you and Ronald.
What's in my hand?
You showed me this.
This card is so cool rolling. My grandpa definitely
I still have to banish for cost.
I will attempt to nib.
Effect. Yeah. So chain link 1, chain link 2, to banish.
He robbed him and ripped it just so he could have the only copy.
3 monsters.
Yeah.
And then everything goes.
And
That
I
was-
nib myself.
Yep, it was good because now you don't gotta ban. Now you don't gotta. I don't even take any battle damage.
Yeah.
I get my search. They have to be 2 different names though.
Or just when they used to punch around that. Yeah, I remember that shit in the
That
anime.
sounds about right. And then when you have Brandon Regain, okay.
That was a good nib.
Yeah. Like, I tried my best, but, like, you know.
Yeah. Because like you had to like literally like, any one of these cards are full combo, so like you negated the things you're supposed to negate.
Yeah, this deck chooses to negates, like, nothing.
Yes, literally. Attempt to end.
Yeah.
End phase. These come back.
I draw.
Can't be destroyed by battle. Can't be targeted. All gain 300.
Yeah, you got it. It's,
Oh, another nib.
I don't. That was. Yeah, no, that was my second nib.
Yeah. So this match was a bit of an unfortunate match. It was sad, mainly because my opponent he left his deck at home for some reason. I don't know why. I think he said he just somehow just forgot it. So I just gave him cards that I had in my binder. Give him a whole Dynamorphia core and some extra sides and stuff like that. Told him, hey, here you go. This is all I have. If you still want to play this week, or unless somebody else has a deck you can play. He was like, I'll take the Dynamorphia. He normally plays Exodia, and it's Dynamorphia. Don't know really what you expect. He has a lot of practice with it. I was his only loss. I was the only person he lost to today. So he actually did really, really well with it. Again, it's not much. It's just him playing it was a pickup deck, like a trial deck essentially. So it's kind of a tragic situation. He does play Exodia. I do have an idea. I do have a plan for Exodia. I just hopefully you guys get to see what my plan is later on. The chance, I think this one right here would be actually it's either an instant win match where I instantly win, or it's an instant lose match where I instantly lose. One or the other. That's how I feel about Exodia, this format against this deck. Here is honestly it's just a combo montage. Honestly, not really much to say about it. We joke around a bit. I think I don't know if there's any really good audio here either. That's worth listening to. He played it pretty well. I sighted in the purple lights. I'm probably going to speed up the video just so you guys can see just so you can see I actually played the duel. Again, it was just a kind of a sad event. I really did want to have a real matchup. Not saying this isn't a real duel. I wanted to play him something he built personally. I think that's what's one of the best things about playing Yu-Gi-Oh is when you duel somebody and they cater their deck to their taste and their playstyle and their liking, even if it's overtuned or undertuned. I think that's what really makes the game fun, because you start seeing cool things oh, you play this, a lot of other people cut this card. For example, you go against a Ritual Beast player and you get people who play the regular list, and then you get people who play the Zephyrs and stuff like that, or the Noble Knight Shield Bearer, and you're like, okay, this works for you, so you're playing this one. Not because of the best list, the one that got second in the World Tournament. No, because you like this and you like the consistency of this variant. And I think that's what's cool about Yu-Gi-Oh! But unfortunately, I felt like this duel was... I don't want to say it's tasteless, because, like, you know, he was very fun to chop it up with as we were dueling. But I feel like the actually putting cards down aspect of it was very tasteless, because I felt like there was no... He did do good with the deck. Essentially, like, he played the cards he had, more or less. But it just didn't hit for me. It didn't hit. Oh, this right here was a very funny moment. My opponent activates You're Finished. You're gonna see it soon. Yeah, he activates You're Finished. I'm like, oh, purple light, because I sided in. He goes, oh, another You're Finished. I'm like, wow. What a crazy event. And I'm like, I'm just gonna Pendulum Summon my Elegy that I drew for turn. That I had in my hand. So You're Finished is essentially dead. It's like that's literally like the Yu-Gi-Oh luck. That's like the DB hands you be getting sometimes, where they just give you the random one of that helps stop exactly what your opponent has in their deck, or like on their board, or like what they have set. The Elegy protecting my board from being destroyed honestly sealed the deal. And so, like, if I activate something to banish my board, to return something from his to his field, to his hand, like, he dies here. Like, if he doesn't die here, he literally dies next turn anyway. So it honestly doesn't matter. Activate the effective cannon, change the battle position, and just crash and just try to hit him with everything I can. And he's like, yeah, bro, I have nothing for you, bro. I just lose here. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it's just really unfortunate.
Oh, got 7.
I know why you're saying that.
Oh, you got 6? Oh, I'll open that. Fuck it.
Nah, this dragon gives me good luck, yo. It's my favorite.
Draw.
Yeah, man.
Stand by.
Yes, sir.
Main.
That's an
Normal summon effect.
Dragon
Search.
Knight,
Search. I will try to imprint.
Cross out. Call input.
You can get a promo card that's like even now, a regular Iona, this Iona that's worth like $2-3 because it's playable.
Wait, it's fun around?
Search.
I know you got that fire in you.
Nothing on res. Anything on
You
res?
see that?
Scale.
right?
Yes. Scale. Just scales it. The effect is though, like, cause like it's a pendulum, so scale first. Regular. Second effect is search for a melodious spell trap.
Try it.
Sure, that's fine. Thinking.
Oh, GC.
Thrust.
Yeah, sure. That was kind of nice though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty horsey. When you spin that, spin to the field, you want to see something to the stallion. Negative stallion. Negative stallion.
Return. Stand by me.
Yes.
Golem.
So
Put it in the back.
scale. Sure.
Golem effect to add the field spell and summon it to him.
Yes.
I pay
Yo, you
2K.
gotta play that song when you play this deck now. Because he's a solid god now.
Can't stand up to us, then they all.
But how do you watch? Stop. Stop.
I would attempt to activate
That's fine.
temple effect.
Yes. Search for it, right?
Put one in the back row and then put one from my deck to the
Because you
back row.
summoned the
That's fine.
fire, right?
This arm.
That's crazy.
I know you're gonna die standing there. Little combo. It is,
I will put
Yo, imagine Keith Davis. Yo, imagine
Shingen
Keith
Gen.
Davis.
Yeah.
Shingen Gen effects.
Yes.
Pay another 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Summon himself. Blue Eyes. Activate Blue Eyes to discard it to add Unk.
Yes.
I will activate that.
Yep.
None of my hand. Leg. Arm. Head.
Yep.
Shuffle back.
Oh shit.
You're good.
Attempt to enter battle.
Sure.
So 2750.
Doesn't it send everything back?
Everything that's not a millennium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's attack of this right now.
Yeah.
What's the attack of this?
0.
0.
How much is this card?
Thank
I
you.
need this card.
2750. I will. Imperm target.
I'll try to negate it. Okay.
Activate code
Thank you. Thank you.
Shit, 10 cents. Shit. Test that working my deck.
I'll chain mode 1.
So this would be. Fuck.
It'll
be
13.
No, it'll be 12.75.
Yeah.
12. Whoa, woo. And I made face too. I was at 1, and I'll
Draw for turn.
Yes.
Stand by me.
I'll try to destroy it.
That's fine.
We're gonna think.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, yeah, and then.
Attack with this now.
It's still 0.
Normal summon.
Okay.
Enter battle.
Sure. Damage step. I'll make it 4K.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Effects.
Yeah. So you take what? 35.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Game 2.
Yes.
So here, I'm just gonna speed it up. I take a long time thinking because, like, you know, I'm struggling and like I'm playing with a weird hand, and like now in the future I know how to play this hand out or like in this situation out. I think I drew Chopina and I had Refrain as the only 2 things I had in my hand and a cannon, and I just didn't know how to operate. I guess I was getting tired, like my first time playing in a long time, and like we were playing from like 2 to like 6 or something like that. And we started, I think, 2, like very close to 2 on the dot. And I played a lot of matches today, especially because I played a lot of for fun matches. And in between matches, one of my friends taught me how to play Duel Masters, the like, you know, the OG card game, like that came out before Chaotic and stuff like that. So he taught me how to play that. I'm gonna end up fast forwarding it. I end up cheating by accident. I activate Aria's effect to add I activate Soprano's effect to add another monster back to my hand, even though I used it earlier to add cannon back, which is I messed up that way. And I think instead I could have remedied that by just special summoning a different monster, or summoning Soprano. I could have done something else, and I messed that up, and that was my mistake. I don't know, I was just messed up here. I really don't remember what was going through my mind. I remember like I snapped out of it, like I was out of it until the next turn because he couldn't break my board. So I'm gonna speed this up a bit just to get past it and just show like the ending pretty much, and then go into the final game 3 where he just cooks me up. If you end up want to fast forwarding or anything like that yourself, what happens is he sees I got a lot of bodies. He can't really wipe my board, so he goes into BLS. He attacks and he's like, oh, I don't want to crash. He told my monsters can't be targeted. He doesn't. He call his monster can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, but he doesn't know Flowering Toll doesn't target. I was really out of it because I could have bounced it back, here, but I didn't. I think I didn't want him to evenly me, so I just didn't do it here. So even then I I can just bounce my board anyway. I don't know what was going on in this match. I really don't know. So from here, I just try to close it out. Game 3 is the end of it. Was pretty good. 4 rounds, not bad. Got all right pricing, not too bad. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm just gonna show the rest of the duel here. I know I said I'm gonna show the rest of the duel, but it's best to recap it because I'm thinking about it. Game 2 wasn't really that. Like I did 3 things essentially. So what happens is I just go into Bloom Harmonist, crash to get some extra damage, and then I go into then I bounce his BLS, he scoops. Game 3, he puts out Obliterate and another Exodia Trap plus Exodia and Secret Village. So because Secret Village is out, I can't scale. And he has a board wipe, and I have nothing to protect my board because I can't scale, so I can't fuse from deck. I don't have droplets, I don't have my Imperm. I'm just kind of like messed up out of the game, and even if I did have an Imperm, I would have to I would be able to Imperm and then I have to Imperm and then evenly his board. But even after that, if I didn't have that, so like this next game was a lost cause regardless. Yeah. And then it's just just biding time, setting cards, and he has free bodies to special summon. And that's how the cookie crumbles. I do end up getting 1 evenly off successfully, but I just don't have bodies anymore. I just don't have bodies. I can't protect myself from dying the next turn. He kills me, GG's. I did get 2nd place this tournament because he was undefeated. I would like to add that I cited out my imperms. Literally after this, when I got something to eat after, I relaxed, sat down, got something to eat. I was like, bro, why did I cite out imperms? And I think I was really just out of it because I was up way earlier that morning. I ate a quick snack before leaving. I didn't really eat a full meal, and I didn't eat any lunch. Like I said, it was the tournament between 2 to 6. So I didn't eat any lunch. I sat there the entire time, and I was like, oh my god, I need to like stay hydrated and feed myself next time. Like it just take care of your body. Drink water, hydrate, please. Don't be like me. And maybe that would have got me the win if I was plus like me having experience again. Like I just forgot about a lot of stuff. Didn't think about a lot of stuff. My board got broken. A lot of stuff happened. I just got cooked. And that's why you see me reading the card over and over again. The cards are good. I'm reading the cards. The text is flying through me, going through one ear and out the other. Yep, I got cooked. But I was really happy to play again. The game was fun as hell. I'm happy to be back in the game. And this time I'm going to safeguard my my deck box. But also at the same time, I'm just really happy to be able to sit down. The game's like a huge brain teaser. I love it. The game's fun.
2750.
Oh yeah.
And then 5K.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of unanswered questions.
It'll be a bit more than 5K.
For
No, he keeps
example, the name of
Yeah,
Frieza's
it'd be more than
race
5K.
Oh, true. He'd be 70.
is literally just called Frieza's race.
It's just Frieza clan. It's just called Frieza.
There's barely any of
The,
them.
Purple light,
the
yo.
default name for his race is
This is a tech.
Cross-
It's orange light, but trash.
No, it's just Frieza clan across the board.
I was like, you're not obliterating me and didn't see it.